afternoon, Mr. and Holness. We are coming from school, Troy High in Trelawny. Look what we have to cross. Look, no bridge. All cow in the water, cow Joan from bank side. Look there. Look on the bridge. Capture every bridge over there. So. Look, we have to risk with life. Risk
life. We get education.
Look on bridge we have to cross. Look.
And the water come up and you allow the need to do something.
Mr. Angie, what is that? If you see this, you need to come. Come look on the bridge. Look on the condition we have to go through every day. You see all that hurricane season now, Mr. Andrew Holness. We can't take it no more. Bridge, you say bridge.
So this is something that I call a national disgrace. Now, from about 2016, the Char Bridge have been torn away by heavy flood, right? And the government is still yet to replace that bridge. Now, these students have to be walking down in the river to go cross. And whenever there is rain, they cannot go across. You understand? Sometimes they have to use line and bucket to go across. And because it is a PNP constituency, they are sabotaging the people of Jamaica of their right. The tribe people them are suffer. The children them are suffer. The elderly them are suffer. Them need the bridge, Mr. Holness. Not because it is not a JLP constituency, you're gonna not fix the bridge of Chai. Come on, man. What kind of leader are you? And then you say you are for the people when you're sabotaging the peoples of Jamaica. Look, a little schoolgirl have to send out a video letting you know that they need a bridge because flood come down, all cow drown in the water. You sabotage the people. Just like how you lose the local government election, Westmoreland and Hanover people them vote you out, and then you just lock off them water all of a sudden. When those people have them how much river down there that can supply them with water, you lock off them water because you did not win in those constituencies or in those parish. What kind of evil man are you, Mr. Holness? Jamaican tired of this now, and Jamaican people need a change. Stop sabotaging the people of Jamaica because they don't believe in your leadership. You are trying very hard to crash this country and put us back into poverty. You're doing everything in your power so you can crash this country and put us into poverty. You're sabotaging the people of Jamaica and it not look good. The people them need to speak up because them too silent. But bless up to my viewers and my subscribers them. May hope everybody having a blessed and a wonderful morning. Now my viewers and my subscribers, remember, in everything you do, always put God first. In every any situation, just always remember to call upon God. Always remember to pray. Because a prayer day keep the devil away. Now my viewers and my subscribers, Andrew Holness punish the people of Jamaica because you have lost the local government election. And we the people of Jamaica need to stand up and we foot them and make our voice being heard. A full time now. This man step down. A full time now. Him resign along with his wife. Jamaica, stand up for your right. Stop taking abuse from the Prime Minister. Make we run the intro and come back. So welcome back to my viewers and my subscribers them. Big up to all of my viewers, big up to all of my subscribers them. We continually support the channel and help the channel to grow. Now, remember to leave a like on this video. Remember to give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you are a new viewer first time on my channel, then please subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notification bell so whenever we drop new content, you will be first to be notified. Share the content with a friend, a family, a loved one. Share it on your social media platform. Now, my viewers and my subscribers, we are now on our way to 100k subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet, then now is the right time for you to subscribe and join the Dancehall Royalty Review team. Turn on the notification bell and tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to join the Dancehall Royalty Review TV YouTube channel. Alright? Now people, I have brought a story to you guys the other day where this gentleman set up his business over there in Trelawny and now getting a fight from the parish council, which is Gager. Them same name is Gager, Colin Gager. Now, Colin Gager, why are you fighting this innocent man? Why the Jamaican Labour Party care zero about poor people? Why? Why the Jamaican Labour Party try to make sure say you no come to nothing as a ghetto youth? Now this man I go say them never approve this and them never leave the man alone, make him man doing business, man. The man have spent so many money. So much money the man spend to set up in business. And you know, with yourself to come try to tear down the man business because you not try to buy out the man business. And the man decides say him not sell on in business. The Jamaican Labour Party is like this now. Them try to keep you in poverty all the day of your life. Now, you know what the man business for selling a rich friend. I don't want the man selling a rich friend in business. It now go so. The man go fight with him business until the end. Uno give poor people a break now, no man. Poor people tired of Uno. But people check this out.
A 30-day stop order on this operation and claims that two politicians have a vendetta against him forced Roshane Taylor to make this urgent cry to Prime Minister Andrew Holness.
For me to have my shop here so I can operate for at least 2 years. I have a 5-year lease, but I'm willing to operate for 2 years and leave.
But in a bid to clear the air on Wednesday, Mayor of Falmouth Colin Gager said no approval was sought or granted to Mr. Taylor to set up shop along the highway.
To date, no documentation has been provided with respect to the lease agreement he claims to have obtained. He now has an unsecured coaster bus which he says he intends to use as an office. This cannot be permitted as it poses a threat. It is an impending disaster.
A disaster because, according to Mr. Gager, that section of the highway where the business is located is a hot spot for accidents. And the shop is too close to the street, posing further risks to road users and its prospective customers. He said the boundary for any business has to be 40 feet from the road.
Any building on the land should be an additional 25 feet inward from the property boundary. So the building should be 65 feet from the highway. His building is 37 feet from the highway, which is in breach.
In noting that the facility is merely a showroom and not the headquarters for the business, Mr. Gager says there has to be some structure along the highway.
These folks, they will take in the materials, leave them there. In the night, they start the building and by morning, it is finished. This is one of the problems that happened there with this specific person.
And even while Mr. Taylor has made a request for the Prime Minister to intervene, Mr. Gager says other businesses in the area were also issued with similar stop orders, and one is to be demolished soon, so they cannot turn a blind eye to Mr. Taylor's business.
We have engaged our lawyers in this regard to proceed with the matter in a bid to have compliance with the law, which requires the structure being removed.
Now, you see some Jamaican people who are very stubborn and who act like you don't care. You realize that this party does not care for the poor. This party does not care for Jamaican people. Them not like we. Them not stop fight we. Now, why would you want to remove these people business? Why? Why would you want to close them down? When you close them down, what they should do after that? Where should they go? How should they feed their family? Just like how you remove GCT off of imported raw food. The only thing that protect the Jamaican farmers. Because you join up with this new world order where you should put people to poverty. The farmers should not farm anymore. So what you do? You try to mash up them farming. And then you take the lands and start build house on it. So farmers if you have nowhere to farm again. Just like over there in the United States where Bill Goat buy out all of the farmlands them. So people know fi farm. So you can give us lab food that is not good for our health. It is poisonous. So Andrew Holness and his administration need to reverse that signing there. We want to sign up with the New World Order. This is a national disgrace. And God is at you. God is watching you. You is not a leader. You is not a leader. And I don't know why Jamaican people did select you in the first place. Because a true born leader would never sold out his people for silver and gold. A true born leader would never sold his people for money. A true born leader would protect his people, not sell them out, not give them away, not trust them out, not fight them. They wouldn't fight them. They wouldn't protect them, uplift them, motivate them so they can carry on. But you're driving this country right back into poverty instead of prosperity. You're a wicked man. But Jamaican people, you all need to wake up and realize what the Jamaican Labour Party is doing to this country. See them go sign a thing with the EU where they are going to use us as Labourite here in Jamaica because them cannot go back over there in Canada, in Africa. We're going to use the Africans them as no Labourite again. So what they did, they signed up with the EU to use our fellow Jamaican people as Labourite. And you all are so silent about this thing. You all are so silent. You all sit down every day, watch mix up and bling bling. And watch one unnecessary. But to do some research and realize what is taking place inside of this world. You don't want to do it. You don't want to prepare yourself for what really come to you. You don't want to prepare yourself for what is about to take place. This man sold us out to the devil. But we are so silent and paying attention to the wrong things. This man and his administration is driving us back to poverty. The country, the economy, all of it are crashing slowly but surely. And I don't think it is slowly, because it is crashing rapidly. The country are crash. The economy are crash. You don't know what else is crashing, people? You don't know what else is crashing at the moment? The US dollar, it a crash as well. It a decline. It soon have no use. The world is crashing. Jamaica is crashing. We need to wake up. We need to wake up, people.
Jamaica, let me ask you one question. Yeah? So I sip on the star where Rhoda, the MP, Central Manchester, nice young lady, based on where we meet the eye, right? And you're telling me that no, it is a big talk and a big discussion all over. The newspaper and everybody are waste quality time to talk about what an alleged relationship between Andrew Holness and Rhoda, and all the fact that Juliet Holness give her a cold shoulder. With all due respect, I personally, I don't give a rat's ass as to who Andrew want there with, or who Mark Golden want there with, or who Rhoda want there with. We don't care. We no business with that. There are far too much important things in the friggin' country for us to be majoring in those minor things. We don't give a rat's ass. Who want there with who have found a business? I am concerned about the fact that there's a rapid global shift in how we trade. The BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, BRICS, go do no research. 97 countries will be joining the BRICS. Jamaica is not a part of that. Why? Because the US dollar a crash and nobody not talk about in the damn sitting. Nobody in the flipping country is talking about this thing. You have a big old fat one from over nationwide. Who him sit down every day like some big old mama lashy. A gossip about garbage. When him should be the one talking about these things and what the government should be doing, when the Ministry of Finance should be protecting the Jamaican people from something that is coming by now on September the latest. I am not a financial advisor. I am not offering financial advice. Everything is for educational purposes. Yeah? But I am very much aware as to what is happening. The news did about una promote the news. Una still a try to hang on to the dirty banking system that we have here. That has failed the Jamaican people miserably. People money are going missing like a nut near NCB on an attack. On an attack, say cryptocurrency is now the order of the day, and point Jamaicans to these to this open market where some of these people can take a little much of them off, go trade and turn it into much more. But you cannot do that because of the monopoly. Where you play with the Jamaican people them. Where you want them to come out and look at dirty bank when now protect the people their money. You not attack. When you supposed to talk in our country, I can't talk about flipping Rhoda and Andrew Holness. Who gives a rat's ass? Who cares? We not care. We are concerned about the 1.6 trillion Jamaican dollar we cannot be found. We are concerned about the flipping illicit six. We are concerned about the teachers who are dying. Suddenly, sudden deaths. And the Ministry of Health is quiet while focusing on a flipping focus. And who? On the Ministry of Health? Because he get licked off a bicycle? Wow! It is so coincidental that Mr. Valiant, who is one of the most popular Jamaican, loved and respected by the ghetto youths them because of his craft and his talent. It's so coincidental that at a time when the country should be focused on matters of importance, you lick him off. You out of everybody on bicycle, you lick off Tufton off a bicycle. Bicycle. You lick him off and then break him wrist and it becomes news and everybody is saying flipping well wishes. We want to know about the genocide that has been committed against the Jamaican people them. Christopher Tufton need to sit down in a courthouse in front of some judge, some serious people who are ready to ask, what made my mama dead from this thing where UNO force if we take? 20% of Jamaica took the stinking dirty vaccine. And our teachers are dying. And nobody wants to talk about how they died. And the families of these people refuse to ask for independent personnel outside of the country to come and do proper autopsy upon them people. Why make them dead so sudden? Because we want to know. AstraZeneca was removed from the flipping market because now we know that we who were talking, we're not telling you say that's something not right. We don't force it power. You, Christopher Tufton, tell the people them say, if you don't want water, take your vaccine. And Jamaicans are pretend like you don't know. Let me tell you this, you know. Yo, you see me telling you already, you know. Me telling you, you know. Them people here in a government don't mean you're not good enough. And people keep wondering, why am I so angry? I am angry because me grew up in a good yard. Where we learn to love and respect everybody. And they care for me Jamaican people them. And to sit and watch how politicians constantly rob and rape we. And kill half the people them. We would like to talk about the medical apartheid that was committed on 20% of Jamaicans. You hear me telling you? The mass genocide. Don't shove it on that freaking carpet. You think a little place to go and we have to put our mask and rubbing alcohol every freaking day until tomorrow and dry out like chip? Because on tell me how dangerous COVID was. Where is it now? On collect it in one buckle? Where there? Where COVID there? Where is it? Where is there? And we should just pardon no. We should just forget about it and Jamaicans busy at talk about who for party if you go back in the power. Una talk about who for party if you go back in the power. And this, let me tell you this, you know. Let me tell you this, you know. Let me tell you this. I'm gonna wake up. You see, by now in September, this is my prediction based on my analysis of what's happening globally with the rapid financial shift. Me say, yo, you see the pandemonium we're gonna break out in Jamaica. On a watch a joke. You think politicians not have them passports and here how much of them have dual and triple and triple citizenship? And maybe quadruple citizenship? Them can fly out here anytime. Any flipping time. You see the rest of us can't leave here, sir. With the 290 odd active gang according to the Ministry of National Security that is here. When them man they hungry and start kick off on the door, all who can protect themselves, protect on themselves. Anybody who can left us. You see, uno politician, you see when the people them ready for uno, your thing say is Molotov bomb, them are go fling over Garden House. And look at that. Today, Juliet Holness, you had the audacity of talking about how no one for instantly, with immediate effect, advance security at Garden House. But the many Jamaicans who are being robbed and raped, and the fact that we have Jamaicans going missing by the minute. More than 2,000 Jamaicans go missing per year since 2018. That is a report that came out of the Ministry of National Security. When you go doing a research, over 2,000 Jamaicans go missing every year. We never know. 151 children went missing last year. Out of the 151, 34 were girls. 134 girls. Already for this year, we have a number of Jamaicans who have gone missing and nobody can talk about it. We're not talking about these things. When you get up and talk about Rhoda and Andrew and Juliet and a family kind of video them, you don't want to share, you don't want to flipping share. Because you don't want to hear the truth. You don't get up over there and chat about freaking gossip every goddamn day. You don't want to talk about these things. Jamaicans are about to go into a state of shock. The US dollar is going to be dying a horrible death by now. And September, the latest, can't sound never year. The BRICS are going to release them dollars. 97 countries will be joining the BRICS, and Jamaica is not one of them. Why would 97 countries be joining an organized body that is bent on de-dollarizing the US dollar? You don't want nobody to talk about this. So I want to send people, I want to find people. Let me tell you something. You see me, I mean one and God mark. I want to send them, whoever I want to send them. Watch a joke in this country. Watch a revolution where we are start here, so. No.
Boy Marvin, me no know who else want listen, but me I listen keenly And I totally understand what you're saying and also agree with what you're saying as well. And we all need to wake up and pay attention. Certain things you're not going to get from the mainstream media. A lot of people don't want to believe in what the vloggers are saying. But the best thing for you to do is to believe, because listen, you're going to wait on the mainstream media to say something that you will never hear. Just like with the Prime Minister controlled the mainstream media. You understand? The mainstream media controlled by the devil. People, we have to wake up. We have to wake up. You know what else we need to wake up to? We need to wake up about this constitutional reform, where Holness rewrite the constitution to fit him benefit. Me dey tell you, people. Me dey tell you, say this man up to something, and now he's rewriting the constitution to fit him benefit. When you check out some of the things that are now in the new constitution, the man make sure say the opposition now have no says at all in the House of Parliament. Wickedness. Now, people, I am going to play this video, so listen to it very carefully and leave your opinion down below.
And I want you to think on what you want as citizens. For example, the matter of the Prime Minister having the power to call the election whenever he or she deems it most expedient for their political party, whether you want a fixed election date. And just to say that, having read the CRC's report, based on my understanding of their recommendation, is that rather than having a fixed election date that they deem would be too inflexible, the life of Parliament, which would end after a 5-year period, once the life of Parliament ends, within a 3-month period, the Prime Minister must call the election. I don't remember it specifying whether general election would, the local government election, sorry, would so apply. I'm just speaking from memory here, but that's one. Interestingly, having read the CRC's report, we the people want impeachment. We want some mechanism that can hold our parliamentarians and other public officials to account. Impeachment is one. Impeachment is a more legal process that would happen in Parliament itself. But what was disappointing is that the CRC's report said that impeachment can be too problematic, because we've seen in other jurisdictions that impeachment has been used as a political ploy, has been exploited. But the CRC did not even recommend or speak to the matter of the right to recall, where the power would be vested in we the people to say that if we have amassed a particular percentage of signatures in our constituencies, then you could remove a particular member of Parliament. It did not even acknowledge that. Before I get to our panelists, I just want to quickly summarize two critical aspects in the report that I want the panelists to speak to. We've been asking what type of president we want, non-executive or executive. An executive president is normally elected by the people, but where we're having this conversation of head of state versus the head of government, the executive president, those two duties are in one person. And there's danger in that, because sometimes if somebody is running up and down trying to get your vote on the political campaign, and then tomorrow you come talking about unifying us as a people, I don't know which hat you're wearing, whether you're wearing the political hat, your head of government hat, or you're wearing the hat of head of state. So that is why a lot of us say, let's focus on a non-executive president, which is what the CRC is recommending. But what is disappointing, having read the report again, the CRC simply states that the non-executive president will follow the governor-general model. Now, for the average person who is reading that report, The question is, do you know the existing powers of the Governor General? And do we simply want to replicate the existing powers of the Governor General? Because you do have some important powers, but do we want to strengthen them? The CRC report did not give us the courtesy of outlining what those powers are and what powers need to be strengthened, and whether or not we need to say that this new non-executive president, even if you consult with the leader of the opposition, consult with the Prime Minister, you should be free to depart from whatever advice they may have given. These are the things that we need to be thinking about a little bit more. What are those powers that the non-executive president would have? Another concerning recommendation in that CRC report. Remember now, we have 21 senators. The 21 senators, 13 of which are appointed by the ruling political party. The remaining 8 are appointed by the opposition. Firstly, I think that the recommendation reinforces a two-party system a little bit too well. But that's another conversation we can have on electoral reform. But what is concerning is that there's a recommendation to increase the size of the Senate from 21 to 27. Why is there a concern? The ruling political party would now appoint 15. The opposition would appoint 9. And the non-executive president would appoint 3. Let's do the maths. 15, 9, and 3. That's how many? 27. Work with me now, you know. Currently, you have critical provisions that are passed in law that require that 2/3 majority. Currently, to achieve that 2/3 majority at the Senate, you must get at least one opposition. I hear people talking about the CRC report saying that it retains that when it comes to making changes to the entrenched provisions, like the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedoms, whether or not you're making certain changes, for example, to the Director of Public Prosecution, those are entrenched provisions. It will retain where you need at least one opposition senator, but work with me now. You have other mechanisms or other changes that will be made, or laws that will be passed, my apologies, that would need 2/3 majority. For example, extending the state of public emergency. That's not an entrenched provision issue, no. That's something that already exists, and you're saying that when I call a state of public emergency, 2/3 majority vote to extend it beyond the 14 days will be needed. But work with me with the maths again. To get 2/3, which is roughly 67% of 27 senators, is 18. How much has said the government have now in the proposal? 15. How many the president have? 3. And how many the opposition have? 9. In other words, to attain 2/3, that is 18 of 27. So you can extend the state of public emergency, for example, without the opposition say. Why is that concerning? I need you to look at how this new head of state would now be elected. This new head of state, which is your non-executive president, the Prime Minister goes and consults with the leader of the opposition, and they arrive at some consensus. Then they take that name to the 2 houses of parliament, and they would vote separately in a secret ballot. And that is just reaffirming what the leader of the opposition and the Prime Minister agreed to. But say the opposition leader don't agree. You know what happens next? The 2 houses then vote by way of absolute majority. So in other words, simple majority vote. So you can have a head of state that the Prime Minister has installed. And if that head of state has the power to nominate 3 senators at the upper house, you ask yourself the question, are those 3 senators truly independent, or is there the possibility of those 3 senators ultimately acting on behalf of the ruling political party? Food for thought as we have the conversation.